Hi Bill, lovely to meet up with you yesterday and begin working on your game. Before I go on to the review of your changes, first of all I'd like to just go over the idea of what the left shoulder is doing during the backswing and the idea of turning, extending, left tilting. The left shoulder working down has a different effect or a different priority depending on whereabouts in the swing you are. So if you look at the lead shoulder on the way back from sort of on the face-on view from P1 to P2, from setup to shaft parallel, the lead shoulder working downwards is starting to create a little bit of turn. So you can see as this player's lead shoulder works down, viewed from down the line, we start seeing the chest rotate a little bit. And more than anything, the lead shoulder working down early in the swing is allowing you to maintain stability, so you can swing around a more stable upper axis identified there with the yellow dot, keep your head in the box, etc. So we've got a little bit of side bend, left shoulder down, a little bit of turn. We're now going to start to extend a little bit, and as we start to extend from about P2.5 onwards, the left shoulder's movement downwards, when viewed from down the line, is offsetting the extension. So the player starts to really stretch the spine off. We start to get this idea of the player extending, and the forward bend that he had at address is no longer maintained, and we start to stretch the spine off. And that stretching off and that standing up, the extension of the spine has to be offset, and it's offset by the lead shoulder working downwards. So during the backswing, if we're going to swing in a circle on a tilted angle around a stable axis, we must have the lead shoulder working down and around. And the three moves that we must make are an extension, a turn, and a side bend or a left tilt. And it's the left shoulder working down and that side bend or that left tilt that you were lacking in yesterday's session, which you'll see when we get your swings up. But there are the three things happening incrementally throughout the time and space of the backswing for the lead shoulder or for the player to swing around a stable upper axis, to keep the head in the box, turn the shoulders at 90 degrees to his inclination to the ground. The lead shoulder is always working down and around. The lead shoulder's downward movement, when you look at it at P4, is offsetting the standing up, which is why you don't see the player's head raise out of the box. When you isolate the three moves and you put the extension in first, which then allows you to turn around a stable axis, so you've got rid of the forward bend, you've stretched the spine out, that allows you to turn around a stable point. That then has to be offset, and it's offset by the left tilt. The left tilt is a combination of the left shoulder working down and the knees changing flex. If you look at it from down the line, you see on the red line on the knees, you can see that the trail leg straightens and the lead leg flexes continuously throughout the backswing, making it easier for you to maintain your inclination to the ground.